Darrell Bustin, the third child of Don and Peggy Bustin, was born and raised in Moncton, New Brunswick. He grew up attending Moncton area schools, graduating from Moncton High School in 1985. He earned his Bachelor of Arts from Atlantic Baptist College in 1989. While a student, Darrell was heavily involved in various areas of student life, including serving a term as president of the Student Association and singing on several student ministry teams. While at ABC, he met his wife Laura Lee Crummy, who was originally from Pugwash, Nova Scotia, the first child of Don and Penny Crummy. She entered Atlantic Baptist College in 1983 following her grade 11 year. Like Darrell, she earned a Bachelor of Arts from Atlantic Baptist College, graduating in 1987. She was active in her student days as a resident assistant and in student ministry teams. They were married in 1988. Upon completion of undergraduate studies, Darrell and Laura Lee moved to Massachusetts, where Darrell earned his Master of Divinity from Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary. In 1994, they came back to the Maritimes, where Darrell served at Hillside Baptist Church as associate pastor for 8 years. After attending CBM's conference on overseas ministries in January 2002, Darrell and Laura Lee felt that God was saying, now is the time to move toward fulfilling the call to overseas ministry that both had felt since childhood. The Bustins joined the global field staff of CBM in 2002 to teach at the Kalimantan Theological Seminary in Pontianak, Indonesia, where they helped to train and mentor future leaders for the local church. They moved to Rwanda in August 2012 to work with CBM's church partner, the Association of Baptist Churches of Rwanda. Darrell's primary focus is in pastoral training and church leadership development. He works both with pastors as well as those studying to be pastors and church leaders. Laura Lee is responsible for overseeing the administrative details for the short-term mission teams that come to Rwanda. Since serving in Rwanda, Darrell has earned his Doctor of Ministry from Gordon Conwell in the area of preaching.
I went to ABC partly because of its proximity. We lived close by, and as I finished high school, all of my life I'd felt God's call on my life to overseas ministry, or missions as it's traditionally called. But at that time, ABC was offering 2 degrees, Bachelor of Arts in Biblical Studies and a Bachelor of Arts in Music. So the Biblical Studies degree fit in well with the direction I was needing to go. It was just a good fit for me to be able to come, and didn't know how much it was going to change my life at the time, but it was a good decision.
I chose to study at ABC because of their music program. I had always taken piano lessons growing up, and the lady I took from in Oxford was getting older, so for 1 year I traveled to Sackville, New Brunswick every week. But I was also feeling ready to leave home, and because of the influence of my pastor, Reverend Lloyd Stewart, and some other young people from our area who had attended Atlantic Baptist College, I was interested in studying there, and it fit my needs.
I was involved heavily in the music. I sang in quartets, octets, chorales, choirs, many different groups. In my second year, I became the chairman of the social committee. Third year, I was vice president of the student council, and then fourth year, I was president of the student council. So I spent a lot of time in the leadership aspect of the student council. And I would say the most precious memory would be the people that I met who, still have close bonds to many of them.
While I was at ABC, I was involved in some of the music things. Both my first year and my third year, I sang in the choir. And first year, we had a big bus choir tour for a week, and that was a special time. I also was involved in my third and fourth years as a resident assistant in the ladies' dorm. So that was a good leadership experience, and I enjoyed doing that. I appreciate probably most of all the friendships that I had during my time at ABC. I can think of roommates, I can think of other people that I met, other just things in the dorm, late night snacks with friends. Many memories of my time there.
Coming to ABC shaped the rest of my life in a number of different ways. The biggest is I met a young woman here named Miss Lorley Crummy, and she became my wife. So that's had a huge shaping on my life and the direction that things have gone.
One of the big things about my time at ABC was meeting my husband, Darrell. We had both dated other people that were fine people and had good future plans, but they didn't include the ministry. The choice that I made as far as my home church away from home was Highfield Baptist Church, and that's where Darrell's family was and where they had grown up, where his family worshipped and where he had grown up.
One of the things that my parents took on as a ministry was they were willing to go pick up any students at ABC who wanted to go to Highfield, which sounds like you'd be carrying a big boatload of people, but it turned out that for most of the time that we were doing it, there was just one. And so as I started sometimes being the one to go out and pick up the students, it ended up picking up Laura Lee. 3 cheers for Atlantic Bridal College. We joke about it, but it really is a wonderful opportunity to meet somebody who is going in the same direction as you and really makes for a wonderful life partner.
My time at ABC, I would say, would be a stepping stone to start out the different ways that my life has continued to grow and to change. And as Darrell and I got married, but also just life skills that I learned and leadership skills, and continuing on in church ministry and then in work life as well. A good foundation was laid through the time that I spent at ABC.
Academically, it was an education. I received an education which has stood me in good place. That wherever I've gone, I feel like I have had, because of the rigors of study at ABC, the demands, the quality of it, the attentiveness to detail, it really set me up so that wherever I've gone and in further studies or in ministry, I felt that it laid a very positive foundation for me. The other influence is I learned a lot about leadership while I was here because of my time spent on student council, and in other ways it just helped me develop as a leader in ways that were very positive and have shaped my life and have directed my life.
From a very, very young age, both of them had a very clear sense that God was calling them to the mission field for work, and that was both of them separately. Before they even knew each other, they both had a very clear sense that that was where God was calling each of them.
Yes, when they were in their elementary school years, they each one totally separate from the other, felt a very specific call to mission work. And then they came to Crandall and met.
They're both obedient to God's call on their lives, and they're obedient in following Jesus, and both all the way through their ABC days in Gordon Conwell and New Zealand, and back to Moncton, Indonesia, Rwanda. I just see obedience all the way through.
Even when they served with us at Hillside and really were game on, were fully immersed in the 8 years with us, there was always that realization that God was still preparing them for that lifelong calling that they both had to serving God in cross-cultural ministry, and that clarity of call has never waned over these years.
Them following God's call to move to Indonesia and then later Rwanda. And this hasn't always been easy for us individually or as a family, but it's also been really influential in my life to see them follow God's call, even when that wasn't easy. And also it's changed our lives and enriched our lives in so many ways, from seeing different cultures and just having different life experiences, but also see them live out their faith and what they value and prioritize in life in their very own lives.
It's that radical sense of abandonment to the call of God. Wherever He calls, I certainly have the sense they're prepared to go and to do their best.
What I admire about Darrell and Laura Lee is their heart for mission. They just have such a passion for wanting to train and pastors and leaders and young people, and that is exciting to see.
A Bible verse that has always meant a lot to me is Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Which sounds a bit like a blank check, but it actually, the focus is on delighting in the Lord. And in our experience, as I have delighted myself more and more in Him, and what I find is my heart aligns itself with His heart. And so it's a joy for Him to be able to give us the delights of our hearts as our hearts line up with Him.
A chapter actually that's been important as we considered serving overseas is Psalm 67, and it talks about the nations coming to know God and worshiping Him or praising Him. And I think that's been part of what our work has been, to help people in different areas come to know God. I also like several of the Proverbs that talk about how we can plan, but God's will prevails. And sometimes I like to plan and to dream, but then you're not sure, well, is this right or is this wrong? But if we know that it's okay to plan, but then God's will prevail, that gives me comfort.
So as we step forward in obedience, as we say yes, even though we don't necessarily know where we're going to or what we're going to be doing, I've discovered that God is not someone who takes away the joy out of your life, but He wants to pour it in. And so that verse has become important to me as I've gone through these many different experiences in life. As I think about the future of Crandall University, my deep desire would be that they hold on to the things that have made it great from the past. And that would be continuing to push a Christian worldview, an understanding of reality, an understanding of life from a Christian perspective. That they would continue to have strong academics which prepare people for wherever they go in the world. And that they continue to be personal, that they continue to be built on relationships.
As I think about the future for Crandall, I hope that Crandall will continue to be successful or have meaningful growth, and that they will still impact students' lives for Christ, whatever their career path. Because although our career path has been through ministry, not everyone has a formal ministry career, but yet they can still serve God wherever they are and whatever they're doing. And I think that that's one of Crandall's strengths in preparing people for whatever their future is and wherever they're going to be working and serving.
I really hope that they hold on to that sense of when students come here, that they find not only other students who care about them, but that they find professors and even staff who know them and who care about them and who want to see God's best for them.
Well, Dawn and I tonight want to really give our congratulations to Darrell and Laura Lee and their achievements and how loyal they've been to their work for Christ and as missionaries.
Congratulations.
Tonight we want to express our happiness at being here for this occasion. We are grateful for what Crandall, ABC, ABU built into your lives, Darrell and Laura Lee, and for the way in which you used that opportunity. We are thankful for the opportunity you had to serve the Lord overseas and continue to do so. And we want to say congratulations and we love you.
Darrell and Laura Lee, I just want to say, first of all, congratulations on this well-deserved recognition from Crandall University. And I also want to say thank you for showing us what partnering really means. It only seems right to me that you be receiving this together at the same time. Even though Darrell came a little bit later than Laura Lee, I always just think of you two as being a one. And so you've demonstrated that both in your marriage, but also in your ministries to the Lord that we serve. And so really excited for you for this night, and welcome to the Alumni Club. And thank you for your partnering together in such a powerful way over many, many, many years in all different corners of God's creation. God bless you.
Darrell and Laura Lee, congratulations on receiving this award. I can't think of two people that better deserve it in terms of your connection with Crandall, but also the ministry that you have carried out as God has led you around the world in your ministry together. So Darrell and Laura Lee, congratulations on this night, and I'm very proud of you.
So Darrell and Laura Lee, it gives me great joy to extend my personal congratulations to you on this special night, and certainly on behalf of myself, Karen, our family, we all love and appreciate you both, and Bronwyn and Caleb so very much, and also on behalf of our Hillside Church family as well. Couldn't choose two more wonderful people to be honored tonight. We're so grateful for both of you, and unfortunately I'm not able to be there tonight. I'm down in the States attending a conference, but know that I'm celebrating with you on this very special occasion.
Well, it's a great joy and privilege to be here tonight and to be able to celebrate this award, and certainly on behalf of our family, for Angela and I, but on our wider Crummy family as well, for aunts and uncles and cousins and many people that couldn't be here tonight. On behalf of our family, we just want to extend, a congratulations to you. We're so proud of you, and we are thrilled that you were able to receive this award.
Laura Lee and Darrell, on behalf of Penny and myself, we just want to congratulate you for being the recipients of the Distinguished Alumni Awards this year. We're very, very proud of you, and we admire you in so many ways. And I know there's so many others here tonight who would feel the same way that we do. Couldn't have been better recipients. So thank you for your example as Crandall alumni, and thank you for your service.
Darrell and Laura Lee is an exciting night, a fun night, a night of celebration. And I can't think of a couple that deserves it more than you folks do. Crandall University has made a wonderful choice in the recipient for the 2019 Distinguished Alumni Award. Congratulations. We love you.
Mom and Dad, we're so excited and proud of you for being recognized with this award, but we also have to say that we're not surprised.
We're very blessed to have a legacy to follow behind. Not all children get to look up to their parents, but we're very blessed to be able to do that.
And to us, you've always been distinguished.